Hey Divines, welcome to News and Magic 1111. Thanks for stopping by my channel for your updated Scorpio twin flame read. How does your divine sexually feel about you? We're going to talk about sex, baby. So, for now, I'm just going to ask you to, so I can tap into your energies, to just breathe in and out deeply, slowly. You guys know how I get down. I've already shuffled. I've already laid out the cards. And so we're just going to tell the love story today of how your divine masculine or feminine feels about you, Scorpio. And I thought this song playing in the background was very fitting. I'm going to let it play for a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading. All right, Scorpios, how are you guys doing? Today we're going to dive right in. I'm trying to say jump and dive at the same time. We're going to dive right into your twin flame reading. How does your divine masculine or feminine feel about you sexually? I thought the romance angel cards were really great because I love the pictures. Okay, they actually do tell the story. So I'm concerned more about the picture and what they're showing me more so than the words, okay? The headings on each one of them. However, in this particular read, it looks like there's a lot of passion. How could it not be? Because Scorpios, you are very passionate, emotional beings, right? So anyone who's connected to you is going to feel the passion, feel the love, right? Feel connected. They're going to have to go deeper. Deeper than they've ever gone before in any other relationship. And I think sometimes that can be misinterpreted often because people tend to think Scorpios are very intense, maybe even possessive. But I believe that that is, again, misinterpreted because we are very protective, okay? And we're very intuitive. So when we see something ahead, or in the future, we tend to want to warn those that we love. And so people look at us like, okay, wow, you're kind of hating, you're kind of like trying to be possessive and keep me from other people, you just want us to yourself, or whatever. And really what that is that we see very clearly, we're very intuitive. And again, if we see danger, if we see someone is inauthentic, we tend to want to just save our friends and family from that pain, right? Those we care about from that pain of discovering that or being betrayed. So we're just going to jump in, though, into this energy. I'm going to get started and let the romance angels just tell us what's going on here. Okay? So just looking at this card, mind you, I'm looking at the pictures because this is what's giving me the story. That's specifically what I asked the angels to tell me the story from the pictures. Okay, this looks like someone, divine masculine particularly, is really missing his divine feminine. He's missing you laying against his chest. He's missing those sweet nothings that you whisper in his ear. Some of you during sex. Some of you are really great at, I want to say, talking dirty. But you're also really great at uplifting him and saying all the right things in moments of ecstasy and climax. Okay, so he's missing that energy, that divine feminine energy, um, missing you laying your head against his shoulder, missing you leaning on him, missing you depending on him, calling for him, and I mean sexually as well. Um, so this is something that he really wants or has been dreaming about or thinking about or both, contemplating about, making this happen very soon. How can he get back in touch with you soon? Okay, this reading is specifically for those who are in separation. Okay, the divine couples in separation. He has recognized that you are definitely a past life connection for him. A lot of masculines have not, and I say this because most divine feminines are the ones who have been going through their awakening. They're on the awakening path, on the cusp of awakening, typically before the masculine. Remember, these energies can be reversed. I'm saying he, she, but you take it as it resonates. That's easier for me because I'm about traditional relationships, and so it's easier for me to speak like that because I also am a feminine. Okay, I'm a female, so I speak easier when I'm speaking of he, she, as divine masculine, basically. All right, so this is someone really wanted to get close to you. I almost feel like divine masculine literally he wants to smell your perfume. There's some perfume that you wear, some scent that you have that he loves. He misses the smell of you. He wants to whisper something in your ear. What that's really saying to me is he really wants to have a conversation with you. He wants to talk to you and disclose some things to you. He also misses the deep conversations you guys have had that would seem to bond you, bring you even closer. Those connections through words, right? Through your kisses, through touching. If you can look at the divine feminine represented here, okay, she's looking like she wants to come out of her clothes. Like, she also is like, wow, he's saying all the right things, and she has a yearning for her divine masculine. She misses him as well. Now, even if this is in separation, even if the divine feminine is the one who walked away, and made an executive decision to just kind of put an end to this situation, it doesn't mean, divine feminine, that you don't love him. You may be fed up. You may have had to set boundaries, but you still miss your divine masculine. You still think of him all too often, more often than you'd like to admit, and more often than you'd even like to think of him at this time, because you really just want to be done, right? You just want to be like, this is the last time, right? However, no one's going to make the effort right now. Let me rephrase that. No one is making the effort right now. I feel like divine masculine, it's you who's not making the effort right now to try and come into communication or reunion. And if this was to be turned, look at all these cards. Like, you can tell there's passion here. There is a yearning, a missing, a want to be closer. Even in this divine masculine, you want to kiss your feminine. You wish you could just lean over and kiss her and she was right there. You wish that, this relationship was still as innocent as it was in the very beginning, when things were, in the honeymoon phase, when things were light, right? When she made you feel your best and you brought out the best in her as well. Now, this is in reverse, so again, this tells me that someone is very stagnant in coming forward and making an effort. Why? Because I feel like the masculine feels as though, this is just not possible. Not that it's not worth waiting for. That is not possible, because divine feminine has been waiting, some of you, a long, long time. Years for a divine masculine to get it together, for him to acknowledge that you are his twin flame, that there is a soul connection on a past life level, waiting for him just to awaken to who you are, to recognize that you are his light, his divine feminine, his angel guide, right? And he really wishes that, or divine masculine, if you're watching this, you're wishing that you could have a second chance. And for some of you, this is not a second chance. This is like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chance, okay? This is chance after chance, because it's been an ongoing cycle of breaking up to make up, right? An ongoing cycle of this toxic behavior of abandonment and then reconnect. And then the walk away, the running away, and then the reconnect. And the repelling of the divine love that you're so worthy of and you don't even know it, and then coming back. So it's been redundant, which is why someone feels as if it's just not worth it anymore. I don't think you truly feel like it's not worth it. You just feel like it's not possible. So, divine masculine, I can feel this, your energy wanting to give this relationship a try. You want another chance to hold your divine feminine close. You have the angels at your side. You can see by these wings that they are protecting you, guiding you, cheerleading you both to come into this union. Again, very close, right? All of these cards depicting a closeness, indescribable closeness, passion. Okay? You've lost, someone has, maybe both of you have, lost optimism about the connection. You feel like it's probably, again, too late, not worth it, not gonna happen, gone too far now to turn back, right? So there's a lack of optimism in this situation at the time. However, divine masculine feels as though I feel, and divine feminine, you've known this, is your twin flame. Again, I feel like this is divine masculine who's just catching up, just figuring this out for some, if you figured it out yet, but you're on the cusp of recognizing that this is your past life relationship. There's soul ties. This is your divine feminine, okay? A twin flame relationship. This could be your one, okay? So coming into that recognition through this time of separation, which you're getting ready to come out of, there's going to be reunion because separation is in reverse. So there is going to be very soon, okay, a reunion. There's going to be a reunion, okay? Because at the end of the day, your divine other half is really turned on. I feel like I really want to say, oh God, help me, because I'm Scorpio. I can go there. But that there is a love and respect, a newfound love and respect for you, divine, because you put your foot down. And that is a show of loving yourself first, putting yourself first, demanding reverence and respect for yourself first. So your self-respect literally has made you more attractive. I feel like somebody went off on your divine other half. I feel like it's the feminine who's gone off on the divine masculine, but again, that could be reversed. Okay, when you did this, I feel like literally rock hard is being whispered to me. Like it really made his masculinity rise. Okay, seriously. So, and as you can see in this picture as well, another one, closeness. He misses your embrace. He misses your kisses. It's obvious what's going on here. Angels at work, divine timing at work. In every picture there are angels helping to aid this union. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. What God put together, let no man put asunder. It is impossible. Has to be impossible for you to even believe that you will never come into union with your divine. That optimism that is lost will be returned. This is divinely orchestrated. Okay? So we have, someone withholding their expressions of love. I do believe, again, I'm not trying to go in on the masculine. I just feel Spirit gives me what's going on. So as I read each card, I know I can decipher, which energy is which. And again, just because I say divine masculine, it doesn't mean it's male or whatever. It could be female. It can be reversed. So you know how this resonates. Take the meat and throw away the bone. And that's the last time I'm going to say this. Okay. So someone is withholding their expressions of love. But look, again, this is an embrace. It's still a very close embrace. Every card I've pulled here, okay, that the romance angels wanted to show me was about, and I just know it's because they're Scorpio. I mean, you just, oh, passionate you, okay? So let your friends help you is in reverse. I feel like divine masculine is in isolation. You have withdrawn from friends, even family, even this third party. Look, 3 people here, but this third party, because a lot of divine couples are experiencing some type of third party situation. Okay, either they're in a situationship or relationship, and your twin is, the third party, or you yourself, you're the third party because your other half, your divine other half, is already in a committed relationship. But there's something going on with third parties. It's a running theme, okay, for many, many twins. And so this is about isolating yourself. This is like nobody's getting your attention or your loving right now. Like you're over it. This came up a couple of times in several different readings. So I know as a collective, this is happening with many divine masculines, I feel. That you are just sick without your other half because this time felt very final. It felt like the last time, like, okay, your divine other half is really tired of the bullshit, and it's like, I've walked away for good this time. That was like the words that I hear, like, this is the last time, no more. Which is exactly why, where is it? Exactly why, oh yeah, optimism has been, on pause. It's like, I'm not really sure. Which is why you're uncertain about whether or not this is worth trying again. Okay, you want that other chance, but you're not sure if you're going to be given it. Okay, so yeah, this is, friends are just not, they have not been giving you the advice or the encouragement or the optimism or the right guidance for this situation. In fact, I feel like since this is in reverse, they're actually probably part of the problem. Some of you, your friends and their words and speaking over your situation, or this third party person has been speaking over this situation purposefully to keep you two apart. And you may not have been intuitive enough to realize that. So whether you've known that or not, this is a time where Spirit is guiding you, and you're just sick. You're just sick. And so when you have that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like you've lost your best friend, you've lost your dog, you've lost your paycheck, things that are valuable to you. You've lost your, it's like losing your home, or, something. Someone stealing your car. It's like, you have this feeling in the pit of your stomach. It's just, you're so sick with loss that you can't even really relate to others right now. You have to go into isolation. Which brings us to this next card of healing family issues. And I think that you are finally getting it. You're finally dealing with the past. You're finally doing some work, whether it's seeking work from a healer, help from a healer, whether it is watching and pulling up YouTube videos or articles about healing past relational issues, whether spirit is just guiding you to let it go. Let go of the past, whether you're reconnecting with your parents to have those hard conversations so that you can get to the bottom of who you are and why there's so much healing that needs to take place. Something's happening. And then with this whole pandemic situation going on, people are coming back home. They're being forced to reconsider what's important. Get back to family, right? So your divine, masculine or feminine knows and feels that you are wifey material, that you are husband material with the wedding card. They want a reconnection with you. They want this relationship to ascend to the next level, to a higher level of commitment. But how do I do it? That's what I feel like. How do I do it? Okay. They definitely have romantic. Again, another card. All of these cards, wow, are of closeness, right? Even the ones in reverse are passionate and close and of kissing and touching and feeling. So either you guys had a very touchy-feely relationship or didn't have a problem with displaying affection towards one another, and your divine masculine loves kissing you. Absolutely loves kissing you in the mouth. Okay? So this is about heart-to-heart conversations that are not being had, that haven't been had yet. I think there's some stagnancy there because I feel like there's a blockage in the throat chakra. I feel like there's a blockage in the heart chakra. So there's some heart healing that needs to take place. There are some words that need to be said. I feel like this divine other half of yours is very stubborn. So that energy there is very stagnant, and it will continue to give him problems, or her, if they do not clear it. When there's things going on with the heart chakra, sometimes it can feel like there's a constant pulling. Some people and someone has been having issues with their heart. It may not be issues to where you have to go into the hospital. Some of you have had heart complications before, heart surgeries. Some of you are just feeling a heavy, hard, like a dull pain. I'm feeling it right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. But almost like a muscle is being, like a muscle has been pulled in the heart area. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. So there's something going on with the heart. Okay. For some of you, there has been, again, with this heart chakra, excuse me, blockage. See, I'm already clearing my throat. I feel it. There's been issues with sore throats. Maybe, what is the other one? People get often strep throat. Any issues with the throat? Do I want to say bronchitis? I don't know why I feel like that's coming up for me. Anything having to do with the throat area and it feeling blocked. If you ever had strep throat before, I know many years ago, God, it's been many, many years ago, but I do remember it feeling like something was actually lodged in my throat. Like my throat was closed up. And how interesting, right? Because our bodies are only speaking our minds. So someone needs to clear the throat chakra and have those heart-to-heart conversations, both with family for the healing of family issues and with your divine other half, because you have got to heal through the past. You've got to take accountability for your actions. You've got to say the things that are going to clear away this negative energy, this Zoloft cloud, right, that has been hovering over your relationship. Your words are spells. And so for those friends And third party people who have been speaking negatively over your relationship, trying to curse you into damnation, literally, or curse the relationship into damnation, and curse you or um, speak magically over your situation to keep you apart. It's very important that you speak life over your relationship. Speak life over your divine. Because, again, if this was in the upright, they're still connected. Yes, divine feminine has expressed herself. She has been expressing herself. She's been offering her love. And divine masculine, you've been repelling. You can look and see it on your face. You've been looking the other direction at some other third party situation or somewhere else, thinking you can find something better, find something somewhere else. You've already committed somewhere else. It's all directed away from your divine feminine. Okay, cards don't lie. But again, someone's coming out of this. By this being in reverse, what it's saying is that this has been a very stagnant energy, right? Someone definitely needs to clear the throat chakra. I'll say that again. So those conversations do need to be had, okay? But I feel like you're gonna figure out a way, divine. You're gonna figure out a way. Why? Because you're gonna understand that even though it is awkward, even though it may be scary to confront the divine feminine, especially while she's on her white horse getting ready to ride out of your life, my dear, you know that however awkward it is, it's now or never. It's now or never before it's too late. Okay? It's still worth waiting for before it's too late. Okay? Forgive me, you guys. I am filming, holding my own camera. Okay? So, yeah, and it's safe for you to love. Divine, I feel like you have recognized that. You now realize that you've chosen otherwise, and that may not have been the best choice. I think you're regretful of how you've allowed the divine feminine, okay, or masculine to ride out of your life. And while you feel quite awkward, feel pretty nervous to have those conversations that need to be had, you also recognize it's extremely important, okay? And when you do this, guess what? Abundance. Finances and career will no longer be an issue that is preventing you or keeping you from your divine other half. They have been in the past. Okay? Even healing family issues, healing the past, sometimes it's not just specifically the family per se, but it's family beliefs, right? Family traditions, things like that have made us somewhat stagnant sometimes in our walk towards healthy relating, right? So this is a card where, of abundance. It's in reverse. So abundance is underway. And look at divine feminine. She's wearing red, color of passion, color of love, right? I'll dare say it's also color of war. Very Martian, right? Very Aries. But she's a fighter. God, divine feminine, I just feel your pain. Like, this is really you riding in on that white horse coming in from war, honey, because you've been through the ringer. But you're still here, smelling the roses. You're still here, like, I'm still here. I'm still here doing my thing. Doing the damn thing, as a matter of fact. Okay? And manifesting abundance for you and your divine masculine. You're so cold, feminine. You are so cold that you are not just, even through all of this and through all you've been through, even through all the upset and disappointment, you are still speaking life over your divine masculine, speaking abundance and wellness over him. even if he's not with you, even in separation, because you're like, man, I'm just for your happiness. I'm just for what you're for. I'm not against you. I'm not the enemy. This is not war between you and I. This is war between me and, these friends and third party energies that are like, rioting against us, right? That's what I feel like saying. Like they're protesting against us. And so this war against our enemies, but this is also love, because divine feminine knows she is mastering how to manifest her heart's desires and the desires of those that she's connected to. Okay? So, moving on, what does the divine masculine have to say to the divine feminine? I'm lost without you. This keeps coming up, so this has to be a very accurate feeling for these current energies of how divine masculines feel about the divine feminine. Okay. It should have been you. Yeah. It should have been divine. Twin flame. See, didn't I say that? I feel like he's recognized that you are, with this card over here, you definitely have a past life connection. You are soulmate. You are twin flame. I think now more people know about twin flames than ever, whereas we used to use the term soulmate often and very loosely, might I add. Okay, where we may have multiple soulmates, there's only one twin flame. And your masculine is awakening to this fact, like you are definitely his one. What does divine feminine have to say to divine masculine? I choose you. In spite of everything, I still choose you. I crave you. Didn't I say that? Where is that card at? It's like she wants to rip her own clothes off for you, divine, because she craves you. The connection, people really don't understand this. The connection between divine twins, okay? Divine feminine and masculine is like no other. It is literally, I keep saying this, off the planet. So when you come together in the bedroom, it is passionate, it is hot, it is steaming. Now, there are some times where it's the exact opposite. That can also be a twin flame thing as well. But for the most part, when you come together, it's almost like when you're making love, your soul is just like, man, it's like remembering home. You know what I mean? So, when you're not together, you do crave each other. I can totally resonate with that for you, divine twins. Keep the faith. So in spite of what it looks like, in spite of everything, keep the faith. Okay? So, optimism is gone, but keep the faith. Okay? I don't even know if you guys can hear that in the background. People are popping firecrackers already. So I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Again, I will say I am inner city and I am in Richmond, California, and it cracks out here, you guys. So it's never a dull moment. And I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, so that's the end of the reading. God, I always love reading for Scorpio. Yes, because I am a Scorpio, but because it's always so, it always cracks with Scorpio, okay? Seriously. And I'm just wondering, I just feel like I hear Spirit telling me to pull one more card for the divine masculine. That's just to close out. What is the one thing he really wants divine feminine to know? Invest time. So he is definitely going to very soon, he is definitely going to make the effort, okay, to try and reconnect, to give this relationship a try with investing time. So, investing time is on the horizon. Okay, time spent. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Remember, in all you're getting, get understanding. Love is a superpower. It is the most powerful and the highest vibration of all. And again, until next time, I leave you in the love and the light of the infinite creator. Peace.